Alright, it looks like you guys were enjoying my last video on Reckless Paradise, so let's do some more Billy Talent. I love Billy Talent, and there's some good new stuff coming out from them, and Ian DeSau's riffs just keep getting cooler and better, so let's do some more. This is Forgiveness 1. It's a pretty tricky riff, actually. It's a lot trickier than Reckless Paradise, but sounds awesome. So it's in drop D, needless to say, because it's Billy Talent, so it's always drop D. And what we're going to start with is a little 3-note drop D power chord on fret 2, but I'm only going to play 2 of the notes, just the 2 lowest ones. I'm going to play them with the palm mute twice. But I need to keep the bar because on the D string, I'll be playing a not palm muted note with my middle finger on fret 3, pulling off to fret 2. So I went... Holding the bar still and not palm muting, I'm going to pull off with my pinky from fret 5 on the A string to fret 2 where I'm barring. And that's the first part of the riff, which happens 4 times. Super cool. And then we're doing a very similar riff, which you could do in 2 places, but I'll show you where I do it. It's 2 open notes again, but just open. The same 2 lowest strings. Played the same way with a palm. And then you can play the 8th fret on the A string and the 7th fret on the same string by plucking the 8th fret, pulling off to 7, playing that 8 again, and sliding up to 12. So that's 8, 7, 8, 12, starting with the pull off. It's on the A string, no palm muting. Now you can also do that on the D string on fret 3, 2, and 7. So pull off from 3 to 2. Play that and slide to 7. But I do it on the A string because I think the thicker string sounds a little bit meaner, so that's where I play it. So you could choose. That riff is played 6 times, which is weird. Most things are usually played 4 times. So 6 times for that riff. And then we have this cool riff that kind of interrupts the flow of things. No palm muting for this riff. What you want to do is play the 5th fret of the lowest string, which is tuned to D, so it's a D string. We're going to go down, up, down, up, down. That's 5 notes. Down, up, down, up, down. I'm going to move my first finger up to fret 7. I'll keep going down, up, but right now we're on an upstroke. So I'm going to play up, ring finger on 9 with a down pick, and then pinky on 10 with an up pick. So it's up, down, up. And that's because there's no break in between this and this. And your hand is just going down, up the whole time. Okay, and then I finish by all down picks. I play the 3rd fret on the lowest string, on the A string, open A string, and then fret 1. Sour note there, but it's what you play on the lowest string. So I go. So far, this is what we have. 4 times, 6 times, and then the last part is pretty tricky, but you begin with the riff we've played. I play that once, and then I'm going to do half of it. So that was just palm, palm 3, 2, and now instead of pulling off from the 5th fret on the A string to the 2nd fret, I'm actually going to reverse it. I'm going to play the 2nd fret and hammer on to the 5th fret. So, weird. And then I'm going to play the D string. That's... And I'm going to hit that palm mute on the lower 2 strings again. Right? Palm, palm 3, 2, 2, 5, 2. I remember what comes next. So after that palm, I'm going to do 3rd fret on the D string, pull off to 2 with no palm mute again. So I go. All right, I'll break that down again real slow. Palm, 3, 2, 2, 5, 2, palm, 3, 2. Here I'm going to do some power chords, but I have to flatten out my fingers because I'm going to use all my fingers here. I'm going to play with no palm mute, the lower 2 strings, and hammer on with my middle finger to the same 2 strings, flattening it out. And then I'm going to pluck with my pinky the 5th fret, same 2 strings, the 2 lowest strings, little power chord. Move that pinky up to the 7th fret, play the same 2 notes, 1st finger on the 3rd fret, then open. All 2 strings. So that whole last chunk was. Here's the whole riff played slowly. Almost lost it there. All right, good luck. That's an awesome riff. Let me know if you have any more Billy Talent requests, and I'll do them.